Echo, Echo, are you there? Echo, 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 Echo.
We are.
Okay.
My name's, Jason, sorry, are you going to introduce? No.
Nope, go ahead.
My name's Nick. I'm with Echoecho, and we do location sharing that actually works. We are simple, we're fast, we're private, and we help people ask and answer the question, where are you? And I'm going to show what that looks like right now, so can we go to the Elmo? Okay, so our location sharing is as easy as that pop-up right there. So basically what you see on that pop-up is somebody's asking, where are you? You can hit ignore or you can hit reply. And I'm going to walk you through a live demo on 2 iPhones. So let's switch the phones right now. So this is Bob's phone. And Bob wants to know where Alice is. So Bob wants to know where Alice is. He hits one button. That sends an echo. So why don't we switch over to the other phone right now. So this is Alice's phone. And on Alice's phone, as you can see, it says, Bob says, where are you? Okay, so that's very nice and straightforward. Hit the view button. A couple of seconds later, which the Wi-Fi is working very well today, we see a question from Bob. Bob says, where are you? Well, what do we want to do with that? Well, how about we click reply? So let's click reply. Now immediately we see 2 dots on a map. The blue dot, why don't we zoom out a little bit? The blue dot is you. The red dot should be popped up with a message. Why don't we do that? Remy, can you do that right there? No, that would be the other one. Okay, there we go. So we see how far away Bob is. We can call and text directly from the map with 1 click. So far, so good. Well, what have we done here? What we've done here is we've basically helped people ask and answer the question, where are you? What that means is think about how often you're sending the text message, where are you, and how annoying it is to respond to that. So we've done a private peer-to-peer location share with 2 clicks. There's no preference settings required in this kind of application whatsoever because you don't need any, because you're always asked and you always get a chance to answer or ignore. Let's hit the meeting place button. We hit the meeting place button. What we see here is an overlay of 3 different categories we can do. Let's zoom out a little bit here. So we can see coffee shops or restaurants or bars. So let's say we want to meet at one of these places. So let's hit the select button. So we hit the select button. Now we've sent a meeting place suggestion to the other person. So let's switch to the other device for a second, see what that looks like. So now we have a meeting place suggestion from Alice. Let's lower that inbox. Okay, so zoom out a little bit so we can see what this is. So let's see, that's Mars Bar and Restaurant, and we can accept or we can discuss. So for the moment, we're going to accept. So let's hit accept. Oh, you've already hit that? Okay. So now we flip it back to the other phone, and on the other phone, scroll that down a bit, see at the very top, it says, Bob has, I can't really see the screen. Oh, here we go. I can look at it there as well. Bob has accepted my meeting place, and so we're done. So if you think about it, let's say I was talking to Jason. What's the alternative? I text Jason, I say, where are you? He texts me back, and he goes, I'm here. And I go, okay, that's great. Do you want to have a coffee? Yeah, okay. Well, where do you want to have coffee? How about Starbucks? Well, which Starbucks? How about that one? No, how about that one? That's like 8, 9 text messages. Not very efficient. So we streamline that whole process, and we basically make the process of asking and answering the question, where are you, and arranging a meeting place done in 2 clicks.
Okay. Okay, the quickest way to find other people, Mark Pesci.
I haven't met a location-based social system that I haven't loved yet, but how are you going to get other people onto it? How are you going to get Jason onto it so we can meet up at South by Southwest or something?
It's a very good question. Well, for example, one easy answer to that is that when we launched a beta of this product in mid-November, we had 300,000 downloads in the space of about 3 weeks. To be honest, it scared the crap out of us because that kind of growth, when you're still at very early stages of startup, is very interesting but also very challenging because you have scalability issues, you have funding issues. But the real answer is that this spreads virally because you can send an echo to anybody in your entire address book. This isn't really a new social network. I don't really want to join another social network. God knows I'm a member enough of them already. But I do know that every one of us carries a social network with us in our phones.
But if I don't have the app, when you send me the echo, what happens to the echo?
That's a very good question, Mark. At the moment, what happens is, you can send an echo. In fact, if we jump to the Elmo now for a second, I can just show you that really quickly.
Just answer the question.
Okay, so the simple answer to the question is you get a text message. At the moment right now, you get a nice funky pop-up which says, where are you? If you have the app. If you don't have the app, you get a text message which the install process takes approximately 45 to 60 seconds.
So this is a URL, I press the URL,
this URL, you press the URL and you can install the app. Now we are looking at an HTML5 experience, however, performance issues come into play. It's actually quite tricky to do a fun experience using HTML5 and maps.
Awesome. I love it. I mean, I think it's, you showed it to me down right over there. And at first I'm like, yeah, I don't know. But the fact that it's people you know, and I would love it if I come into San Francisco, I could have like a bucket list of people that I want to meet, and I could just be like, sort of spam echo them, like the 5 guys or 5 people I want to meet, just boom, and they're like, yeah, I'm here, let's go for coffee. I'm like, great. I think it's great.
Cool.
Can you override the back and forth and just say meet me at Starbucks?
Yes, you can. There's a very straightforward thing here. You have an automatic reply functionality. So for example, for really close friends, you can mark them as a favorite, in which case your phone will respond for you, even if it's in your pocket.
Okay.
Now, with regards to overriding meeting place suggestions, the key thing here is we're really focused on solving specific use case problems. Where are you is something that's extremely common, and we want to focus on, yeah, you can build in all kinds of group functionality and forced meetings, but at the end of the day, we're trying to stay away from that until we can clearly identify what the big problem is.
The reason I ask that is sometimes you have like a company party at Disney World, or you go on a ski trip with 5 friends,
Yeah.
and you want to meet at the Longhorn Bar at Whistler, and you don't want to have the back and forth. You just want to say, hey, meet me at the Longhorn Bar after the lifts close.
Well, once you've established a friend relationship, in other words, a person is inside your Echoecho inbox, you can then send them a meeting place at any point. You don't have to wait for the where are you pairing to happen before you send the meeting place. So what you're suggesting, you can easily do already.
And how are you guys going to make money?
There's 2 easy ways to make money. One of them is not all that interesting. It's advertising. You can stick ads on a map. The CPMs for that are quite high. However, I don't really like what it does to the user experience. But lead generation on the meeting place suggestion is a really interesting opportunity. Yes, of course, if you're meeting your friends at, for the sake of argument, a particular coffee bean, I'm not going to suggest Starbucks immediately. However, the 2nd and 3rd and 4th places I suggest might well be Starbucks, depending on how much money Starbucks pays. So there's some very interesting opportunities there. There's also B2C opportunities for API licensing. I'll give you one example. I get off a plane in Paris with my Bank of America card. I can't buy a sandwich because Bank of America decides to lock my card. Kind of annoying. The reason they do that is they have no idea where I am. Well, for Bank of America to solve that problem, what they have to have is a global, simple, private way of asking where are you, and that's precisely what we've built. So
Okay.
B2C API access is something that we want to focus on.
You guys should merge with TripBud. It would actually be a really good combination.
Cool.
All right, let's thank Echoecho.
Thank you very much.
Well done, well done, well done.